Good evening and welcome all in this channel. Madeira Member of Parliament Rigathi Gachagua is rattled and is not happy at all. He's not happy with two things. Number one, the choice of William Ruto's running mate is being used to settle a political debt that, according to him, should not be settled now. That is the Mount Kenya West and Mount Kenya East narrative. That is number one. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua is not happy because the UDA officials sitting at the UDA headquarters have refused to recall the standard story that was published that Muturi is the preferred running mate to Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. And when that happened, these two instances are not sitting well with Rigathi Gachagua. Let's start with the first one. Yesterday, the 8th of May, he met UDA aspirants in Embu, led by the governor aspirant Cecil Muturi. By the way, Cecil Muturi is a veteran politician. She joined politics in the 2002 time, but that is the first time she became, I think, a member of parliament. So, and in that meeting, the aspirants came out to change the tone and say that what they want is the running mate to go to Mount Kenya. That was number one, but they would not mind if William Ruto would either pick anyone, irrespective of whether he is from Mount Kenya East or Mount Kenya West. I listened to that and I want to play for you this clip when Rigathi Gachagua is talking, and I want you to look at the body language. Now, this visit by Rigathi Gachagua there, for me, it had a lot of attention because the leader, the Embu leader that is in Mount Kenya are two, that is in Kenya Kwanza are two. That is Martin Wambora, who I was told was seeking Senate. I don't know whether that is still there. And Speaker Justin Muturi, who is also in Embu and is rumored to be also being favored to be Deputy President William Ruto's running mate because of his competence in the National Assembly as the Speaker. And of course, they also want to settle they are also considering the issue of the Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. Now, I wanted to listen to Rigathi Gachagua here.
Sisi tunataka naibu wa rais atoke Mount Kenya. Na uzuri ya Mount Kenya ni kwamba tumebarikiwa na viongozi vigogo ambao wataweza hiyo kazi.
Issues about possession? No. These leaders have told you, whoever he decides, provided he picks from the mountain, because we have had that arrangement. And we don't want people to divide the east and the west. This mountain is one. Wherever he picks, whoever he decides can help him to make the campaign go through, and thereafter, in the management of the affairs of this country, we shall support his nominee 100%.
The body language of the Madeira lawmaker tells it all, that he's not happy at that statement. And of course, that is why he's trying to make inroads to the Embu and the Tarakanite and the Meru areas so that he can demystify, or rather he can underscore the need for William Ruto to pick a running mate out of the rich Mount Kenya counties. That is the Murang'a, Nyeri, Kiambu, and Laikipia and Kirinyaga. Now, is moving on the other side. By the way, I realize I read in the comment section that some people are saying that Embu is not part of Gikuyu. I don't know how it is divided, but of course you guys can help us get that understanding here. Number two, when the Standard ran that story last week, on Saturday, if you remember very well, it was on Friday, the UDA officials called for a press briefing, and Gachagua had piled pressure on the UDA officials to recall that story, because first it was just trying to set an agenda that according to him was not there. And remember, the name of Kithure Kindiki was fronted because of the panel had worked on it. Moses Kuria initially had mentioned Kithure Kindiki and also Justin Muturi. And when the press briefing was called, it was at the UD headquarters. Deputy President William Ruto's presidential team, led by Josephat Nanok and Hussein Mohammed, who are the communication head, took charge of that press briefing. And instead of handling the other matter, they decided to talk about the vote rigging scheme. That is the statement that was read by Josephat Nanok. I think that is the clip here.
A tendency by senior government officials to purport to assume roles and positions intended to influence the conduct and the outcome of the August 2022 election. In particular, ICT Cabinet Secretary John Musheru.
Now that press briefing, even Veronica Maina was there, but they did not come strongly. And even if they talked about it, because I did not follow the whole of it, but even if they talked about it, then it was not fully. It did not come out, because if they would have officially recalled that story, then it would also have been published. But that story went silent. So to the minds of UDA supporters, it is becoming apparent that William Ruto is fronting Kindiki. But Rigathi Gachagua, in his Embu tour, is making it clear that the issue of Mount Kenya East or Mount Kenya West should not be on table. Even though they are saying generally that we're going to support whoever is chosen, but the reason why that was coming is because it was a consideration that was there. Now, I want us to look at why the running mate is becoming a complicated issue and is a do or die for Rigathi Gachagua. Even though Musalia Mudavadi had told Deputy President through his spokesperson Kabatesi that he was comfortable for the running mate to go to any other leader from Central Kenya, provided it is not Rigathi Gachagua. Wow, I'm telling you, it is not just in Azimio where this issue of running mate is becoming out. So let's look at that. If you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed, I want to kindly request you to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also give us your feedback on the issue of the running mate. Do you think, in fact, I just want to understand, are Embu and this, how are they divided, by the way? How is that division is? I want to read in the comment section, because it will help us when we do our analysis perhaps next time. So, are you within Nairobi and its environs, and you stay in a place where you experience frequent blackouts? That is maybe in Runda, maybe Lavington, maybe Karen, maybe you're staying in Machakos, Kitengela, and the other parts, Kiambu, or you're putting house up country and you experience frequent blackouts. The solution for you is a power backup system. Instalight company has amazing packages for you between 125,000 to 125,000. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've realized is interesting about Instalight. They can merge, or that they can integrate your water heating system with the solar power. So that's the beauty of going solar, ladies and gentlemen. You need to go solar. I want you to reach out to Gidiomi. His number is 0722 818 883. 0722 818-883. And please make it clear that it's from Kevin Udwar. For Rigathi Gachagua, the fact that he announced that he was going to seek Madeira seat, but I think the ground is becoming slippery for him back in Madeira, and probably he even feels that some mischief can be done and he can even be rigged out because of his now bad relationship with President Uhuru Kenyatta. So, with that ground becoming slippery, it will be easy for him, and he would opt to be in the national stage instead of playing the league, the constituency league. Being in the national stage will help him, even if he doesn't become an MP, or even if they don't form government and they get a handshake, or they get a way of getting to government through the window, or through somehow he can benefit. and sticking around the president, sticking around William Ruto, then would make him perhaps even, in Kenya Kwanza, the party they believe is theirs is UDA, and they believe that the Mount Kenya team are also part of the UDA. So one thing he wants is he's likely to lose that MP seat, and he's do or die, let him go for the running mate. Rather to lose as a running mate than coming to lose as an MP. But their sacrificial script of antagonizing president in Mount Kenya was in its own inception. It was to galvanize the support around deputy president. To some extent it worked, but I think with the long-term approach in it, it's also destroying other politicians. What Rigathi wants is for them to be rewarded for that. That is why with Rigathi Gachagua, his position has been that the position of running mate needs to go to Central Kenya. Number 2, it's within UDA. Number 3, it should be given to pioneers. So Justin Muturi, Kithure Kindiki, Anne Waiguru, they are all considered latecomers. Aden Duale, they are all considered latecomers. So with the way they antagonize the president, they fear that even if they don't win, by the way, I can always ask this, if they go and Kenya Kwanza loses, these Mount Kenya politicians in UDA and the ones that maybe are not going to win elective seats, where are they going to be? Where is Kithure Kindiki going to be? Those are the questions that keep on lingering. But with the power sharing deal, and I want us to look at this interestingly. So in Kenya Kwanza, ANC and Ford Kenya, the two parties were given 30% of government to share alone. So they have 30%, just the two of them alone. Then the rest of 70% is to be shared, the UDA and the other small parties, maybe Chama cha Kazi. Chama cha Kazi is just an extension of UDA. The other small parties, no, they don't. Now, the 70% that is within UDA, in my own understanding, it's going to be split in between the two. It's going to be split between Kalenjin and Kikuyu. What they cannot come out publicly to say is that we want 30%, we want 50%, but from where they are, they want 50% of the share. That is why I normally say that Mudavadi's pledge, what RUTO was giving Mudavadi of 30% is impractical. Because in that event, does it mean that Mount Kenya are going to get 35, Mount Kenya and Kalenjin 35? That's not there. The question of the rest of the country is also not in Kenya Kwanza. That one I can surely tell you. The script here is that when they form government, and that's why Rigathi Gachagua wants to be there, that they split the government into two. So the presidential candidate William Ruto goes with half, then the other half goes with running mate who comes from Mount Kenya, from the Mount Kenya team. So it will be upon William Ruto to give Musalia Mudavadi whatever he gives Musalia Mudavadi. For me, that is it. And because of that split, Rigathi Gachagua knows that if they form government, then he will have a say on who to get what, especially from Mount Kenya. Now, with that mindset, it brings me to what he would achieve by being a running mate in his bid to eclipse Uhuru Kenyatta as the kingpin. He's tried to position himself, and with all due credit, because of the benefit of age, even though you will see him demonizing other people because of age, but because of benefit of age, if he positions himself well, he can be, at least he can have a voice, even if not the whole of Mount Kenya, but at least some Nyeri and just a bit of Nyeri. Now, this is going to be very critical for him. So, you remember the reason why they've been going against Uhuru technically is also to kick Uhuru out so that they become the kingpin. And so this position is a do or die for him. If Kindiki is picked, Kindiki cannot be a kingpin. But someone like Speaker Muturi is a bit formidable, and that is why there is that fallout between Rigathi Gachagua and Muturi. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my analysis. I am coming back here with analysis on Raila Odinga heckling in Kasarani. I want to do an explainer because I'm just doing it because I was there. So I'll make very good observations. Asante sana.